We made it to, I don't even know where, actually, last night. We slept in this very cool car park up this extremely misty, foggy mountain. Got some mateys. We had a glorious night's sleep. Apparently a really nice walk over there, but we were going to do it this morning. We have to empty our toilet, so we have to leave because there is no facilities here. And then we're going to head down to Hereford and find a gym, and we're going to go train. Something I've realised since since watching Ollie drive the whole country, is that that basically the NT500 is so chill to drive. Before we drove up, and while we were driving up and while we were driving the NT500, I was fretting the entire time that we would have a crash, or that we would drive down a road and we'd have to reverse and we're going to fall off a cliff edge, or that our vehicle was just going to be too big and the road was going to be so small that we just get stuck all the time. And it was actually the easiest road to drive because every 100 metres there is a huge passing space. And we're in a big vehicle. Ours is 7.5 metres long. And it was so easy. And actually, it's the rest of the country that's hard. Like Wales, where I think we've just left, or we're just on the border of now. The roads are tiny. They're single track. They're down country roads where either side of you is a wall or a bush. So there's no squeeze room. And actually, this is the difficult part. So if you're worried about driving the NT500 in a motorhome or a van, don't be. It's really chill. It's Wales you need to worry about. We have been so lucky with facilities on this trip. I was kind of concerned with where we were going to empty the toilet, considering we wild camp. So public toilets are our main go-to, but a lot of them you can't, like we said in a previous video, up in the Highlands and sometimes in Wales because they're connected to cesspits, so you can't empty them. And you don't want to pay a £1 million to empty your toilet because you have to empty it every 2 or 3 days when you're in it full time. When we need to empty it, we're driving near a campsite, we'll ring them and be like, hey, can we use your facilities? I would say 60%, 70% of the time, they've just let us empty it for free. How nice is that? Saved our bacon, isn't it?
Absolutely.
And through going on this journey of different roads and small roads and sketchy roads, like the roads in Wales, the NT500, all the way through Scotland, we've done Cornwall before, driven to Amsterdam. Ollie really knows the size of the vehicle, so I mean that's good. Well, I say he gets more and more confident. I get less and less scared the more we drive through these places. I forget how much I like lifting. When you have a break for a bit, it gets easier and easier to not want to go. And I didn't really fancy going today, even though I've trained maybe, 3 times, maybe, since we've been away. But then when you're there, you're like, oh yeah, I love this. This is great.
Yeah, it's so nice being in a fully equipped gym. It just makes such a difference. Just looking at ways how we can switch our training up whilst being on the road. So I'm looking at actually getting into doing some running and with some weights as well. So basically hybrid kind of training. So I'm looking forward to that because I think me and Amy have both realised we need to do some sort of movement every day just for our mental health and obviously for our body as well. But
this is the most sedentary I've been in 12 years. Even when I've been through phases of not training, but I've always had I've been a personal trainer a lot of that time. And it is so true, the less you move, the less you want to move. It's definitely a mindset thing.
Yeah, it's easy to succumb to not training at all.
We just need to move, because I miss moving.
We haven't really got a plan for today, and it's 1:30 now, and we're on our way to Bristol.
We're going to find a lay-by on the way down and then try and get into Bristol tomorrow, which should be fun. That's one thing as well, a bit of truth here, van life. It is so fun. It is so fun. But when we're not used to moving every day, like back in the hometown, you end up finding like your sort of 10 spots that you rotate. So we'd always just have these 10 spots while camping. And when you're going to a new place, you don't know the area. There are apps to help, yeah, and that's really helpful. Sometimes places are shut or the reviews aren't good. So you have to find somewhere new and just hope it's good when you get there, but every day. And it gets quite, like, this is quite tiring.
Yeah, I think Wales has been a hard one because we kind of went without a plan. Driving around hasn't really been that fun either. All the roads are just so narrow and tight, and yeah, Amy's a bit stressed out driving around. But then when we chill out, then I get bored and I want to do shit. So we're in unfamiliar places. So that's also like another thing, like, oh, we don't know what to do or where to go because we don't know where we are.
I think that's just something we're going to have to get used to, though, isn't it? Like, the whole point in van life is to not be in familiar territory, and we've been in our hometown since pretty much, apart from trips, but then always coming back to the hometowns, we've had that familiarity and that security, whereas now, like, we're venturing off. I think, again, it's just something we'll get you, that feeling, we'll just get used to it.
Currently in a Morrison's car park, just filled up our LPG and full tank of petrol. I'm feeling rather tired and hungry, so I'm going to have a snack, then we're going to have a nap. Well, that was a fantastic nap, and I've just moved on to our park up for the night, which is there. So we're currently in Bristol, and there's a whole load, like a massive motorhome and, well, caravan community over there, and there's literally, so we're there.
There's a whole load of caravans down there. There's a whole load of vans down there. This is like, this is the place
There's another road
that
over there somewhere.
everyone lives. There's some really cool vans here as well.
Yeah, it's mad.
How cool is that one? Looks like a spaceship. That yellow one. They've got like a rooftop garden. How cool is that?
She's a beast.
They've got so many solar panels. That's amazing. Oh my God.
Yeah, some really cool motorhomes out.
That is insane.
That's huge.
That's
insane.
Like an
actual
They've got like upstairs.
Look at that door. They've got an actual door on the back.
They've got proper windows. That's incredible. I'd love to see it inside that.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, so luckily I've actually going to start running from tomorrow. So actually a perfect place to do it. Must be like a running, I don't know, route round here. Yeah, running. Because yeah, I've seen loads of people running around here. So I'm looking forward to that. Well, kind of am and not.
Oh, the other edge. Oh, you'll love it, Dave. And also we've decided it'd be a good time for us to get some space, Ollie can get some time on his own and clear his head and get outside. Yeah. It's like 3 boxes ticked in one.
Yeah, that's it.
That's huge.
Yeah,
how long is that? What's that, like 10 metres or something? That's massive.
That is a lovely girl.
Little bed there. Right, that's a caravan on a van. What?
It's a van towing a caravan.
A van caravan.
Yeah, and the weather's so nice as well.
Let's get in the sun. What are we doing in the shade?
We're just walking in the shade. Yeah, it's a shame we haven't got out much today. But yeah, I guess this is just today of not really doing much, you know? It's quite nice to have days like this where we just chill and just drive on to the next place.
Not every day is travelling, and not every day is gorgeous scenery, and not every day is Instagrammable like scenes and pictures. Like some days are just waking up in a car park, driving to a car park, having a nap in a car park, driving to a really busy road full of caravans and just staying there. Like, it's just realistic kind of day sometimes. This is all we've done. We're gonna have a nice walk on this field. And there's not really much else to the day.
That's it. I think we're just going to go back, have some dinner, and I'm going to start editing this video because this needs to go out in a few hours. So thanks for watching, and we really appreciate if you subscribe. See you in the next one.